Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video, we're going to take a look at what you should be doing in Season 3 right now, and basically everything you can do, what you should focus on, etc. Provided, please understand that there is no Season 4 for the War Within. There'll be no combo raids or anything. We're going to go straight into Midnight, the next expansion. So Season 3 is still going to be going on for quite a while. So keep that in mind, but let's talk about what you should focus on right now. So the first thing we'll focus on is the dailies, weeklies, and of course your Koresh work. So in terms of what to focus on here, you still have your Delver's journey that you need to focus on. Delver's journey is quite crucial. It gives you some great rewards, firstly, and it gives you some nice mounts, transmog, etc. You still have plenty time to catch up if you're not a Delver, but if you are a Delver, you should pretty much be done with your journey unless you took a break to do Legion Remix like me. Delves are a great way to gear, so if you are concerned, you can start your whole delving process right from the beginning and make your way all the way up to plus 11 fairly easily, which will grab you very high level gear, hero level pieces. You can still farm gilded marks, etc. So delves are by far and away the fastest, easiest way to gear up and are the best solo method. In terms of weekly quests and focusing on some of the weekly challenges, you should still be doing them. The main reason is for the reputation gains and some of the champion and hero level pieces of loot. Although it's not as valuable as it once was, doing this is still very important, largely because it gives you a ton of the necessary resources that you need. So it allows you to grab a ton of the necessary gold, resources, valor stones, crests that you need to upgrade your gear, to upgrade everything for your character. So they're pretty much there for rep. They're not there for obtaining gear, but they are very helpful, especially as you get up and you can start converting crests into upgrading your later gear. Plus, reputation farming is still very important. There are still mounts from caches that you need to focus on. In terms of Koresh, there is still plenty that you can do. Obviously, you want to try max out the reputation. That's something that's super important. While people are still active in there, you want to try to finish out the renown. You want to finish it to rank 20 so that you can grab the mounts, grab the rewards. On top of that as well, there are some significant achievements in Koresh. So it's not just only if you look at obviously completing the renown. There's plenty of significant achievements in Koresh that you can get. There's plenty of significant progress that you can make in Koresh, whether that's collecting rares, defeating enemies, etc. And there is the Koresh campaign as well, which is super important and gives you a warband campsite. So making sure that you finish all of this is very crucial. There is also an achievement for finishing the ecological succession campaign as well, as much as some people don't like that. And ultimately, at the end of the day, coming to Koresh is also just a great source, again, of getting yourself some valuable resources for your characters and for your account. As a side note, farming mining nodes in Koresh is a decent way of making money while you are exploring Koresh, but if you're still looking to make money from gathering, then you are still better off gathering in the main overworld to obtain the major nodes there, as it's just better drop rates and you can focus on certain nodes, provided you're a high knowledge gatherer or you have high knowledge in your spec. The next section we're focusing on is Mythic Plus. So the reason we're focusing on Mythic Plus before we talk about raiding, delves are a great way to solo gear up. Mythic Plus and Mythic Plus content is a great way to expand with group content. The reason I'm pushing it ahead of raiding is for two reasons. Firstly, we have the Turbo Boost campaign. The Turbo Boost campaign is crucial because what the Turbo Boost does functionally is it gives us quite a big boost in terms of our drop rates and rewards. during the Turbo Boost campaign, we are getting increased drops from all bosses in content. And your Turbo Boost quests for your puzzling cartel ships, which are useful for buying yourself BIS gear, can be done by doing Mythic 0 or lower level Mythic dungeons. So before you start doing Heroic and Mythic raiding, Mythic Plus will be the next best avenue for you to go, so that you are able to upgrade your pieces from your delves, grab more gilded crests, you can use your delve gear more efficiently, but then also you can obviously start to gather your puzzling cartel chips, which you can use to BIS slot yourself. Next we can discuss raiding. So obviously the key component here when it comes to raiding is your goal for most raids is to achieve your ahead of the curve. So achieving your ahead of the curve for the raids and making sure that you can grab yourself the specific ahead of the curve achievement, which is defeating the boss on heroic level. But also it's about gearing up, obtaining mounts, and plenty of other great rewards. Now, raiding is always more of a focus for me after Mythic Plus or subsequent to Mythic Plus, but the reason why I bring it up here is because, again, with the Turbo Boost campaign, raiding is very, very valuable and easier to get into more than ever right now. You're getting more rewards than ever. And as I mentioned, if you've been doing your Mythic Plus, if you've been doing certain things, you're going to now be able to progress your account forward and potentially enter into that heroic and mythic level rating, which will give you your final batches of gilded crests that you really want, as well as also will give you some gear upgrades, which is very, very, very important. So that covers the PvE side. Obviously from a PvP perspective, there is still plenty of time to get going with Season 3. If you're interested in PvP, you can start to take it up. You still have plenty of time to get into your gladiator ratings and your battlefield ratings, so there's nothing wrong against it. Don't panic, you have lots of time to get invested. Take your time, try to learn what you need to do, focus on that, and you should be good to go without needing to necessarily worry about running out of time to make it there. There's still plenty of time to get involved, get started, and learn how to PvP appropriately. So next, now we've kind of discussed gear progression and what you should be doing to advance your account. Obviously there's plenty of other things that you can do on your account to kind of move through your progress. So one of those is Horrific Visions, a fantastic side event. It drops a ton of pets, cosmetics, etc. and also a lot of mounts. So a lot of incredibly cool mounts that are really, really, really awesome. The most notable being the Void cycle, which I actually have a video on how to obtain. So there's plenty of great things to do there, and that's not the only bit of content. Obviously we also have the Nightfall Radiance, where there's tons of cosmetics. It's own renowned faction that you can kind of deal with if you haven't done that. There is still Undermine, where you can finish out and round out Undermine area. There are plenty of cosmetics and mounts to obtain there. So really it boils down to what you want to wrap up. But for the most part, there's tons of side content, campaigns, and things that you probably have missed or have not missed. If you're like me, you still probably also have the quest that you need to do for the special mount in Ashkahet. So there's plenty of things, you know, that we need to do in terms of collecting mounts, pets, etc. Of course, that is not all. There is the seasonal events that are up. So Hollow's End is about to end, Day of the Dead will start, so on and so forth. So there's plenty of things to still keep you going, keep you focused, keep you busy. Pilgrim's Bounty will begin. We have WoW's 21st anniversary coming up. So there's plenty of events that are coming around the corner that I'm sure will excite players. In terms of quest campaigns as well, make sure that you have rounded out your quest campaigns, your side quest campaigns. There's plenty of campsites, cosmetics, etc. you can get from finishing out your quest campaigns. And a lot of the times you're probably just 1 or 2 quests away from having it done. So you don't need to worry about that too much, but it's something to focus on. And then last but not least, you'll want to make sure that you are potentially, if you're done with World of Warcraft retail, consider focusing on either Legion Remix, maybe starting a WoW Classic character, maybe starting a Classic Hardcore character, a Season of Discovery character. You could play Mr. Pandaria Classic. There's plenty of bits of content that you are more than welcome to partake in. So there is a ton of content for you. So please don't feel like there's nothing to do. There's plenty to do. So try to do that. Keep on top of it. And yeah, I think there is a lot for players right now, especially with the movement towards the Legion Remix, which is where I've been spending my time for the last, I'd say, since it's come out. I basically haven't touched retail. Starting to delve back into it now because I've finally managed to round out everything I wanted to do in Legion. But yeah, but that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you need any more help or if you have any suggestions for players, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.